sawatarix.com. The new homepage is up. 新しいホームページが完成しました。It's the place where you can submit your personal MTG alteration requests. 拡張ご依頼の窓口になっております。You can also check out my art. I usually do acrylic paintings. アートギャラリーもやってますので、ぜひ見てみてください。I stream Magic about like 2-3 times per week. And if you want me to play your deck on my stream, then let's fucking go. And have I even mentioned that I do coaching too? Well, there's like so much more to it, so please check out my brand new homepage, sawatarix.com. ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。Thank you so much, boy. And with that said, hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good whatever your time zone is. It's literally close to midnight in Tokyo. But you know, I'm here, we're here. So my name is Kai Sawatari, aka Sawatarix Magic Online. 皆さんこんばんは。Sawatari Kai, aka Sawatarix Magic Online です。というわけでね、yeah, just, you know, usually it is bad time, but not tonight, okay? Tonight, there is no bad time. There's no such thing. It is literally 10 minutes before midnight, and we are here basically waiting for the banned and restricted announcement. Hopefully you guys heard that Wizards of the Coast, they made this announcement a couple of days ago, and basically I'm gonna pull up the tweet right. There we go. Okay, so Magic the Gathering tweeted, this was on January the 21st. Yeah, they tweeted today's update to the banned restricted list features changes to the pauper format. Fine. Okay, right. That's cool. On Tuesday, that's okay. That's a big one. On Tuesday, today's Tuesday, 25th of January, there will be an additional banned and restricted announcement addressing other formats. Well, Legacy is another format. And so is Modern, so is Vintage, so is basically also Standard and Commander and blah 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 blah, blah Historic. But yeah, dude, today we're gonna talk a little bit about Legacy and Modern and like what this all means and like the possible outcomes are ban and maybe unban predictions, and then we're gonna do a live reaction to the actual announcement. Okay, I'm gonna stay here. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna stay here. We're gonna all wait for the ban announcement. And hey, holy shit, so many first time chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Mosivo, thank you so much. Rosokan, hey, how's it going? Pedro Doris, thank you so much for the first time chat. Appreciate it. Diddles. Diddles. Dude. So is the monkey gone? Well, not yet. Okay. I know everyone's been kind of like waiting for this moment, probably. Oh my gosh, yeah. We gotta see. Probably like 3-5 hours from now. Holy shit! I mean, I said I won't sleep, but if it takes like another 5 hours, that's like literally, that's 5 a.m. I don't know if I can stay up like this long. Howdy, Lord Jesus Christ. Let's get a Legacy ban. Well, you know, so I wanna like, first of all, I wanna get one thing just like straight. I am not a pro ban person in general, okay? Like for everyone who usually watches my streams, Sawatarix, I rarely talk about bans in general, because I think like, you know, like ban talk is kind of toxic sometimes, and like people, it kills the vibe, right? Man, set up to Johnson. Thank you so much for a resub, the prime resub, appreciate it. Holy shit, dude, thank you so much. How's it going, dude? Doomsday banned. We're gonna talk about this in a second, dude. So yeah, so again, like I'm not a huge fan of talking about like bans and over and over again. Like if you go to Twitter, you can have that on Twitter, okay? Like people are like shit talking about cards and bans all the freaking time. They always do, right? And there's always gonna be people who will talk like that, right? Because no matter how you change the format, and it doesn't matter how many cards you ban or unban, there's always gonna be that one guy who's gonna keep complaining. Okay, that will always happen, right? It's a Tim. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. How's it going? Ban talk is only good for the 2 hours before an officially scheduled ban announcement. Well, yeah, you can say that. Hey there, sexy. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Lance went. Today we're gonna find out if Lance finally becomes playable again. No, just kidding. Okay, well, today we're gonna talk about a lot of different decks, cards in Legacy, like decks we haven't seen in a while, like decks we will hopefully see maybe in the near future, things like that, right? Like and I want this to be like a dialogue or like a conversation between like the whole Twitch chat and myself. I'm just sitting here, just farting my thoughts out, but ultimately it should not be a monologue. It should be like a like a community thing, anyways, right? So I thought it's like a cool idea to stay awake this late, also for like a little bit of celebration. And I know you all like celebrations. I bought myself 2 cans. This one is the Japanese Koedo IPA beer. This is super awesome. It's about like $2. And it's one of my absolute favorite IPAs from Japan. For everyone who likes beer, this one is gas. The other beer I just got, this one got released like eight months ago. It's called Spring Valley. Okay, well, the name is whatever, but it's one of Japan's first craft beers, actual good, like decent craft beers. So I get 2 for myself. So you better prepare your morning cappuccino, your frappe, mocha, vanilla. Just get your tea already, right? Okay. Oh, good. As an Impact player, it feels bad at everyone else giving you cards and haven't. Ooh. What was the last pump spell? What was the last pump spell Impact got? I don't even know. That's Was it like Become Immense? I don't even know. Oh, like maybe Scale Up? Yeah, Scale Up, it might be it, yeah. That came out. Yeah, was it like first Modern Horizons? Must be it. Did you know before 2015 some number of cards were regularly unbanned every 24 months? Was that the case? Was that the case? Joda, hey, thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing, buddy? So yeah, let's okay, I wanna show you something first, alright? So this was the official tweet, okay? It says, I'm gonna highlight this again, on Tuesday, today, there will be an additional banned and restricted announcement addressing other formats. So what's interesting to me with this tweet is that it is not only the banned and restricted announcement, but it also says other formats. Okay, so whatever this update is, it's gonna target probably at least 2 formats, I want to say. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but this is not only like they're not talking only about Modern, for example. I don't think so. Like it's gonna be a lot of text. Is just what I assume, right? There will be a lot of changes. And I know people have been like happy/unhappy with Modern, with Legacy. I think more people were like have been unhappy with Legacy. And oh no, like I don't even want to start with the hey, the Legacy challenge hasn't fired in 6 months, blah blah blah. Sure, I mean whatever. Unicorn Road, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I think it's either in 2 minutes or it is in an hour and 2 minutes. I don't know. I actually don't know. Because it just happens. It just happens magically. I asked a couple of people and no one could give me the answer. So I was like, well, let's better start at midnight. Because usually banned and restricted announcements happen at midnight in Japan at least. And I'm kind of like used to, like always go like midnight. But maybe, I don't know. Let's find out. But but I'm here. I won't go anywhere. Okay. We're gonna chill here. Get yourself a beer or something, like whatever beverage of your choice, and so let's make this like a cozy, chill time. Talk about Magic, talk about formats. What time zone? I'm in the JST time zone. It's Japan. What is the S for? Japan. Super time zone. I don't know, man. What is the S stand for from JST? Oh, Japan Standard Time, dude. Oh my gosh, yeah, of course.
Zero bench.
Hey, Zero Bench, thank you so much for the follow. Holy shit, I'm happy that you missed my terrible punt here. Yeah, it's standard. It's Japan Standard Time, of course. I mean, I knew it. Usually on 9 PST, 1 hour from now, but also whenever it's off the cold feels like it. I totally agree. So it can basically happen any minute, okay? So that's why I already have this page updated. It's the Magic the Gathering archive, and as soon as an announcement happens, it will just pop up above this episode 2 Lies, Promises, and Neon Flames. We saw, like, you know, an announcement like this, for example, right? Will just pop up. Does Japan do daylight savings? Oh, well, sometimes they do. It is super late night, dude. It's midnight. Oh, it's literally midnight. So I'm gonna refresh this page real quick. Okay, and so I want to show you first. I want to show you what the current Legacy metagame looks like. Okay. So for everyone who has not been living under a rock, it is crystal clear that this is like the absolute no-brainer best deck in Legacy by far. Is it Delva, Blue-Red Delva if you want, and this deck is just, it's pretty nuts. It's also pretty frustrating to play against. And what's funny is that last Sunday, the guy who won the challenge, I just forgot his name. I'm sorry. Let me pull this up pretty quick. Who's the guy again? I even retweeted his thing. What's that again? Bart van Etten, maybe from Netherlands. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So Bart, if you're watching this, buonasera, or right. So hey Adam, how's it going, dude? So basically, he was tweeting won the Legacy challenge with Blue Delver. Pretty tired of the infinite Miragat and mirrors. So hopefully the bannings will break up the format. Okay, so you can see even the people who play Blue Red Delver are kind of sick of this deck, and that means a lot. That means so much. Like, imagine if I go like, you know, actually I think Doomsday kind of sucks. Me as a Doomsday person, right? So first of all, I want to show you the overall metagame kind of like breakdown. Like, you know, it's not 100% accurate, so please don't take those numbers like 1-to-1. Hey, damn jokes, thank you so much for the follow, right? This is the Legacy metagame via MTG Goldfish. So this homepage doesn't get all those numbers right, like that at the beginning. But what we see here is basically the most played deck is with 18.6%. That's close to 20%. That's like, so in a tournament, that's every 5th player is a Delver, okay? おはようございます。おはようございますじゃないやろ。ちょっと待って、もう夜中やなんか。いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。Legacy counts, how's it going? I used to play a ton of Delvers, enjoyed Archetype and Mirrors are just no skilled snowballs, and Euro ending made also games super unfun to me. I can see that. I can see that. That's like, I think a couple of years back, no one talked about the term snowballing. Not really. Like, even if you, I don't know, like, what was the most powerful play 3 years ago? I don't know, like double Tamugoyf? Who cares, right? You can almost always draw out of this situation and, you know, kind of like do something about it. I guess Jace the Mind Sculptor is like one of those rare cards that could definitely snowball, right? Jace the Mind Sculptor definitely snowballs, but like Tamugoyf doesn't. Tamugoyf's just like freaking, I don't know, 4-5, right? So Mana Bond into Depths combo. Holy shit. I mean, how long have we not seen Mana Bond? Holy shit. I wonder what happened to that card. Man, poor Mana Bond. Hey, Monkeys Can't Try, thank you so much for tuning in. How's it going, bud? Also, congrats on your 03 the Legacy challenge, dude. Putting energy out there for a mystical tutor unbanned to replace these personal tutors. I would if this happens, I will literally stamp my face, okay? I got a Savataric stamp right here. Boom. I'm gonna stamp my face if mystical tutor gets unbanned, okay? Well, you heard it first. So again, on your forehead, dude, I don't know, you can choose. But yeah, again, like, so we have about 20% Legacy is a Delver, and past that, okay, the next deck after a 20% is a Delver is, well, okay, it's a little odd. I guess this Legacy metagame also like counts a lot like leagues and also like other tournaments maybe, but like it's Reanimator. It's like a super like whatever deck. It is fast. You can grind a lot of leagues. It is powerful, right? And people are kind of like, I don't know. I feel like people who play Ursa Saga are super soft and on Graveyard Hate and they don't respect Graveyard as much. Delver tends to like play about like 2 surgicals maybe. But I also have a lot of counters. Like Reanimate is like, you know, it's kind of like in check, but it's still also like super powerful, right? The matchup is easy, dude. Holy shit, is that so? I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out. But what's important about this Reanimator deck is that it's only 6.6%, right? So that's like a huge. That's like what? There's like 12%. It's a 12% gap between the most played deck and the second most played deck. Okay. And other than that, we see decks like Elves with another 6%. We see Doomsday, obviously like the coolest deck of all time. Painter is interesting. I didn't expect Painter, but here we are. Jessica Control is probably the Hull Breacher, Days Undoing, Mono 3-drop, terrible deck building kind of deck. Jessica Ragavan basically is a Delver minus the good spells, maybe, if you want. Full color control is like what Anurag does. Also, by the way, like shout out to him. And also like thank you for the big raid the other day. So people like yeah, Anurag has been like playing like full color, sometimes even like crazy 5-color decks. Some of them play Yorion, some of them don't. And then we have lands. Celestia Depths lost a lot of percentage recently. Got 8 cost. 8 cost was also better 2-3 months ago, I want to say. It also dropped a little bit in percentage. Death and Taxes, like, I am a little surprised to see Death and Taxes this low, because Death and Taxes alongside Elves is like one of those decks that could easily handle Ragavan, right? Then we see Madness. Okay, well, now we're talking about like, you know, 2%, so that's actually not a whole lot. There's Band Control and Stoneblade, and then we have a couple of budget decks, but this is basically Legacy. So first of all, I want to point out how few archetypes are listed here. Okay, again, this is MTG Goldfish, so like, not, yeah, you shouldn't like basically like believe everything what's on this page and like copy paste everything, but I will say that like the reason for people to play Legacy originally was, hey, you know, this is like after Vintage, it has like the biggest card pool, so you can play whatever the hell you want, and Legacy is gonna be the format for you, right? Like if you want to play, I don't know, if you want to play what's a ridiculous card in Legacy? I guess if you want to play High Tide Turn Up, oh wait, that's not too ridiculous. Anyways, like if you want to play Turn Out High Tide, you can do that, right? If you want to play Natural Order, you can do that. If you want to play Sneak Attack Through the Breach, you got it, right? If you want to play like small white creatures, you got it. Like anything you want. You can even sleeve up Goblin Matron and win tournaments, right? I mean, look at Goblin Lack you want. Like, you know, he literally did it. So variants, right? Recurring Nightmare, what? Oh, Parlisence, yes. It's kind of funny because I played against a Leylines deck the other day in Legacy. Yeah, dude. Legacy Leylines, dude. Oh, Mexico人、すごい。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。grazie mille. No, not grazie mille. Gracias. Yeah. Gracias. So, I'm in Frantic Search. That's a good one. We're gonna talk about Bunsen in just a second. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hey, Eternal Casual, how's it going? And if you want to do it before you leave Japan, yeah, I want to discuss legacy bans with you before I leave Japan. By the way, I'm gonna leave Japan. Okay, that was like a terrible cut, but yeah, I will leave Japan in 2 months. I'm gonna move to Berlin and start a new life there. I'm gonna do more streams, better streams hopefully, and also like paint more art and do better and more card alterations, and set up my own studio, and like so it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So co-stream with Julian when dude, I'm so down. I'm so down. I haven't talked to Julian about it just yet, but I think like if yeah, it will happen. It will happen soon enough. I can almost promise it will probably happen this year. Better streams with German internet. Nice joke, dude. Yeah, shit. I'm a little terrified of German internet connections. It's like seriously though. Like I'm always like I'm kind of like looking up those like upload and download speeds, and dude, like let's see. Ooh, you can also come to 4 seasons in Italy. Well, how much is the flight? You got an airplane for me. Let me open up this beer real quick. Did you hear that sound? That's the sound of joy. So cheers everyone. If you're wait, actually let me do the cheers properly. Boom. You know, so if you guys watching this, the ban restricted announcement's gonna happen very, very soon. Wherever you are in the world, if you're in Japan, Australia, it's literally nighttime. If you're in Europe, it's probably, I don't even know what time it is in Europe. It's probably about dinner time, maybe. I don't know. If you're in the States, it's probably morning. It doesn't matter where you are. So cheers. I got a fresh Koedo IPA from Japan. It's like one of my absolute favorites. So cheers, everyone. Oh man, like despite being an IPA, it's super fruity, man. So 4 p.m. 7 p.m. in Europe. That's not a bad time. That's yeah. So I think in German there's a saying, no beers before 4 p.m. Right? It's 4 p.m. So must be your lucky day. Right. So again, let's look kind beer for fear. Yes, that's the one, right? So let's look at this Legacy Delver deck list for a second. Okay, so this deck has it looks super streamlined, right? It has, this one is the Legacy Challenge, second place, 6-0 finish, so basically undefeated. It got 4 Delver, 4 Dragon Raid Channeler, 4 Ragavan, and 4 Murktide. Okay, well it looks so simple, and like I don't know, I just jammed like a 4 of everything, right? For Brainstorm to Gut Shots. So Gut Shot is a crazy weak card by default, right? Like all it does is like, you know, it can only ping a 1 toughness creature or a 1 life player or 1 loyalty planeswalker, right? So but this is how powerful Ragavan is. Like people have to play this very mediocre magic card, Gut Shot. Like imagine if you play against, let's say, like Sneak Show and you draw Gut Shot. Like I mean, you almost want to throw up, right? Or like you play against Lance and you draw Gut Shot, right? Like what the actual fuck, right? So Gut Shot is like this, and it's a 2-off, right? It's a 2-off, so people have to play, and this is already the best deck in Legacy. It has to, and alongside Daze and Force of Will, where's Force? Yeah. Alongside Daze and Force of Will, they have to play another 0 mana answer to Ragavan. This is just how absolutely busted this card is, right? It kind of reminds me of like Mental Misstep days when people started to play mediocre 2-drops just because they couldn't get misstepped, right? For example, they played more Punishing Fires and less Lightning Bolts, for example. Things like that, right? You get the idea. Gutshot kills Thopter, dude. Who cares? Who cares about Thopters, dude? I know, right? I told my mom also, by the way, how to play Magic the other day, and she gave up after a couple of minutes, dude. She deserves being gutshotted, yeah. The only thing we argument against unbanning is that they keep the price of the cards in mind. Oh yeah. Okay, I mean, like talking about card prices is like a whole new dynamic, right? Like it's gonna. This is like with another hour of talking. But like seriously, guys, like Gutshot is a crime. Like if Legacy needs to play Gutshot, there's a problem. Okay. 4 lightning bolts, easy peasy. 4 ponder, 4 days, 4. So expressive iteration. I want to pause here real quick, and I wanna ask you guys. Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, and I want you to give expressive iteration. Oh, either like a number, okay, from 1 to 10. 10 is absolutely broken. It needs to like go like right now. 1 is obviously poor, underpowered. 5 is okay. 5 is like an okay magic card, okay? 5 is like Tarmogoyf is 5, okay? I want you to give expressive iteration and a number. What do you guys think? I give you like 20 more seconds. Come on. And after that, I'm gonna type in my own number for expressive iteration. I want your honest opinion. What do you guys think about expressive iteration? Is this card how powerful is this card in actual games, right? Oops. Okay. Because what's interesting about expressive iteration is it's the only non-creature card that made it to this deck, in the main deck at least, right? It's the only non-creature card. Everything else is kind of like old. So what do we got? We got a lot of we got Unicorn Lord like a 9, Robot Mother Brothers 10 obviously. So like a 9, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8.7. I like that. I like 8.7. That's so specific, dude. That is so specific. It's not an 8.8, it's an 8.7. We got another 9, 8, 7 to 9, 7 to 8, 8.3. Holy shit, what is the 8.3? What does that even mean? 8, 8, 8.695. Holy shit. This looks like this almost looks like P. Around 8. 8. First time chat, thank you so much. Otter, thank you so much for tuning in. Bird 8. 8 regular, 9 in Delver. That's also interesting, right? So I will give this my honest number for expressive iteration. I think it is a 7. So I dig what Zachary Zom just typed in the chat. It's like 8 regular, 9 in Delver, and that's maybe the problem, right? If my 4-color control opponent wants to play expressive iteration, just freaking go for it. Like, who cares, right? Like, just do it already. I don't care. It's actually like sometimes it's worse than Silver Library. And the problem I see with expressive iteration is that if Delver plays this card, it starts to get a little dicey, right? Like, Delver is not supposed to gain card advantage. First of all, I think like whenever Delver gets card advantage for as little matter as like 1 or 2 mana, okay, we're not gonna talk about 3 drops. Like if Delver wants to play Narset mainboard or Painful Truths or what do I know, another 3 drop Clothes, go for it, please. Okay, that's not a problem. The problem is if they play 2 mana and 1 mana card advantage spells. So let's look at this card. This card is a terrible card on turn 2, but as soon as turn 3, this card becomes very active. Like look how many 1 and 0 drops this deck has, and like this card alone can completely outgrind any mid-range deck, right? And I think that's like the major problem of expressive iteration. If expressive iteration had like the subtext of like, hey, this card can only be played in non-Delver decks, I'll be fine. Okay, I would probably give this card then a 5 or 6 even, and just like move on, right? But given that this card boosts Delver so much, like that's a problem. That's a problem, I see. Right. The 2 is okay with a turn 1 monkey. Yeah, well that's like another terrible mistake, right? Right. I want to say like whenever you have a land drop open, maybe expressive iteration is just pretty busted. It's the same issue with Deathrite Shaman. It was only played in non-delve. It was only wait. Oh, if it was only played non-delver style decks, yes, I totally agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Deathrite Shaman got banned because it was played in Delver. If Deathrite, like, if you play against freaking Food Chain and your opponent goes to turn on Deathrite, again, just, yeah, please go for it. That's cool, dude. Please. Here's another one. You know, just take it for free. No, the announcement's gonna... Let me refresh the page real quick. Nope. But any minute, I think. So, okay. How many points, 1 to 10, do you want to give Murktide Regent? I give you another 30 seconds, okay? I want you chat to type in right now. What do you think about Murktide Regent, okay? 1 to 10. 5 is a normal magic card. Like 5 is Tarmogoyf, okay? I said it already. Like 5 is like Tarmogoyf, 5 is Knight of the Reliquary, 5 is Infernal Tutor. Like 5 is a solid magic card, a solid legacy card, not too overpowered, not overpowered, it's just fine. 10 is an instant. 10 is like Underworld Breach was a 10, right? Oko was a 10. Oko was like 9 to 10, okay? 1 is Ornithopter is 1. Except if you have ninjas, then I guess then it's a 5, but Ornithopter is a 1, okay? What do you think about Murktide Regent, everyone? I'm gonna take a sip meanwhile. It even says, I gotta show it real quick. I was gonna say like life is beautiful. It even says like be. I think you can say it in camera. Like it says beer beautiful. Hope you guys can see that. Who writes shit like that? Who writes beer beautiful on a beer can? I'm a little confused. So what do we have? We got Murktide numbers. 11, best blue thread ever printed. Yeah, I could almost agree with that. 9, 7 regular, 8 in Delver. Okay, well, the question is, Robert Mother's brother, like, what non-Delver deck does play Murktide? Murk does an 8/8 out of 10. Yeah, you're not wrong. 10. Only Swords and Blast kills it after resolving. That's a lot of spells, though. I think. Basically, Murktide Regent makes it so that you can't play bug colors. It's kind of... Just don't do it. We got 8, 10 best endgame creature right now. 6 better than Goyf, but not that much better. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, Goyf is 4/5. This rank regional is like 7/7, 8/8 flying. I don't know. 9, Unicorn Lord 6. Okay, pretty low. I like that. I like when people don't go like super crazy with numbers. Okay, 10. Merc that is a 6 in my opinion. 5.5. Okay, well, a normal 5. Ooh, okay. 13 gives way too much reach and endgame in 2 turns. That's right. Yeah, it does. Like. A good example for a super powerful creature which doesn't end the game in 2 turns is True Name Nemesis. I know True Name Nemesis, like back in the day, right? 2013, people thought that Magic's gonna end right there because True Name Nemesis was just such a disaster. But True Name Nemesis did not kill opponents in 2 turns. It killed them in like 6 turns. 7 on its own, but DLC make it an 8. Synergy is extremely strong. It is. Yeah, this is an engine deck. 7.5, 8.5 plus for me. That's basically definitely what. Saturn Lightning 5. DRCs. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about DRC in a second. Okay. It also gets bigger in multiples. That's also another huge problem. All right, Tombstalker is the 5 you're looking for. That's really good, man. Like when was the last time you saw Milk? So. Fun fact about Tombstalker is that Tombstalker is even harder to kill than Murktide Regent, right? Murktide Regent gets blasted, Tombstalker doesn't. But here's the problem. Murktide becomes a freaking 10/10 later on, right? Like if you have 2 Tombstalkers You got 2 5/5s. Congratulations, right? If you have 2 Murktides, that's probably a 5/5 and a 10/10. There's a difference. Right? I want blue-black control to be good again. Oh, dude, yeah. Me too, dude. Blue-black, I'm so with you. Like, blue-black, Underground Sea, dude, for life, dude. Underground Sea for fucking life. It's just a good threat. There's a high density of removal against it. Blast and Swords. But here's the thing. It sounds a lot, Blast and Swords, but it's also like not. Like, you have to play Swords and you have to play Blasts. If you are a non-red deck, okay, let's say you play white but no red, you have only 4 outs to Murktide region, and you only have a turn or 2 to find it, right? If you're red and don't play white, and again, you always only have 4 outs. So you have 4 outs to a 4 off. You see that? So you need to have the answers already, and you have the same number. And that little dingus right here says, hey, you gotta have the answer like right now. You know, just gonna like, you know, you have like 1 turn where you can ponder into your Power Blast. If you don't hit, then well, adios, amigo. Great stable stack back on the sideboard. Does it fly? Black needs more love. Yeah, I totally agree. Right. So, okay. So I want to say, by the way, I'm gonna give my own number to Murktide Regent. I think that Murktide Regent is, despite being a vanilla creature, I want to rate it as an 8. It is not a broken card. That's the one thing, right? This card is not Oko. This card is not... Oh man, what else? This is just a fat flying stinker. That's it. But the issue that it flies, it is just like massive. Like this card dominates the board whenever it hits, right? Like Hogak was already a problem in some games, right? And that guy only tramples. This guy flies. Like, So, okay, given that we have like solid, like a lot of 8s for expressive iteration. I saw a lot of like 8s and 9s for Murktide Regent. Twinless Twin, thank you so much for the follow.
MTG.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. How's it going? How's it going? I want you, okay, well that's gonna be an easy one probably. I want to give you a rate from 1 to 10 for the absolute #1 enemy of Legacy. It's freaking Ragavan. It's the monkey pirate, okay? This card has been dominating Legacy since the printing, like since the first day of printing of this format. I want you to give Ragavan a score 1 to 10. And 5 is Tarmogoyf, Knight of Nerikari. Murktide is about an 8, I want to say. Is it Expressive Iteration is about a 7 maybe. How many points does Ragavan get from a scale from 1 to 10? I really like it. For Doomsday, it's an 11, dude. For Legacy Doomsday, it's freaking 20, dude. Like, you can have Ragavan and 6 lands, and you will probably beat Doomsday. Okay, I give you that 24 seconds. Cheers, by the way. Man, this beer is really good. Oh. Let me also like refresh this page real quick. You good? You good? Okay, so what do we have? Ragavan, Nimble, Pilferer. Red, absolute superstar. This is like the Michael Jackson of Modern Horizons 2. Seriously. Okay, we got... Yeah, surprised I wasn't following. Thank you so much for joining, dude. Got Unicorn at 10, 9, 10, 8, 6 Gutshot kills it, dude. Yeah, dude, like people start, like stop whining already, everyone. You got the answer. You got your answer right there. You just like everyone's gonna play 4 Gutshot. What's wrong with you guys? You got 10, 8, and I own 8. For Doomsday it's 11, yeah, 10 easily, 12, I like that. Razor 9, Razor, thank you so much for tuning in, man. How's it going, bud? Zaken 9, strictly better. Jekyll Pup, yeah, oh, slightly. 9, 8, 9 against blue decks, 5 against non-blue decks. That's interesting. I like that a lot. Ragavan does not do much against elves, for example. But it still does something, right? I'm running a 9.5 cards that higher than 10. No, they're exactly 10. Cards that got banned in Legacy are exactly 10, I want to say.
We got a
So,
new follower.
it's supposed to be 1 minute.
A7s.
Hey, A7s, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Hey, how's it going? Oh man, yeah, it's past midnight already in Tokyo. A beautiful night, 5 degrees outside, it's good, good. What about days? Yeah, well, okay, so there are a couple of spells that are like, it is kind of like sacrilegious to ban them, you know. It's like you can't really ban days. I think like people probably quit Legacy. At least I wouldn't quit, but it would make me real sad, dude. Like Days is my apps. I played this freaking Days even in Storm. Like that's how much I like Days. The dash will, yeah, like I think most of you have already heard like 1,000 stories about like how busted Ragavan is and why in dash and blah blah blah, and you can't kill it with prismatic ending, blah 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 blah. I get that. Okay, I'm gonna type in, seriously, I think that Ragavan Nimble Pilferer is a straight up 10. This creature has absolute no downsides, and holy shit, what? Jax, dude. This creature has absolute no downside, and you can basically jam this in any deck almost. Doesn't matter if it's Sneak Show. Some people tried it in Doomsday. I think it's kind of funny. You can also play this like in a control deck. I didn't like True Hero from Italy. Didn't he like top 8 Legacy Challenge with a control deck plus Ragavan? Like that's just how obnoxious this card is, right? Okay. And the last but not least, the last card that was a little questionable. Some people asked for a ban. I don't know exactly how I feel about is Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, can we have 1 to 10 for DRC, please? Okay. Dragon Rage Channeler, 1 mana 1/1. It's basically Nimble Mongoose, but just 10 times better. Okay. I'll give you 30 seconds, and I want you to type in the chat how do you feel about Dragon's Rage Channeler? Is this card actually better than Delve of Secrets? Is this the new super 1-drop? How good is this Surveil 1 in actual games? And how often do people win because of Dragon Rage Channeler? And only because of Dragon Rage Channeler. Yeah, it's 1 to 10. 5 is a solid magic card. I just keep saying it, but you know, Damgoyfind, Knight of the Reliquary, Infernal Tutor, Sneak Attack, Elvish Visionary. You get the idea, right? Those cards. Personal Tutor. No, Personal Tutor is honestly a 3. I would like, if I would like get a grade Doomsday cards, Personal Tutor would probably be a 3, and Lindul's Wall would be a 2. That's just how bad those cards are. Oh man. Okay, what do we have? So DRC is a 9. Ooh, wow. 9, 9, 6, 6, 8, 7, 6, 8, 8, 7, 7, 9, 7, 8. Whatever Delver is plus 1. Okay, Delver is a 5, I want to say, so it's a 6. 5.5, 7.36. Thank you so much for the 7.36. 8, 7.5. It's really good magic card, but I don't think it needs a ban. Very good. I like that. I hate this card so much. Which one? Oh, Rage Channeler or Personal Tutor? 8.5. Hey Wiki, how's it going? Nandakke? Buonasera? No, shit. Buenas noches? You know what I mean. Good night in Italy. Whatever that is, right? Dude. Also, salute, ne? 8.599. So, okay, here's my number. I think I would probably give Dragon Rage Channeler probably a 7. Okay, Dragon Rage Channeler is a card that doesn't do much but just by itself. right? This card, I look at Dragon Raid Chandler, and I look at this card like if it was something like a Violet Symbiote, for example. Like Violet Symbiote is a 1-mana 1/1 which doesn't do much, but if you play it in Elves, it has synergies, right? Like it bounces your Visionaries, it can block bounce an Elf so your opponent doesn't get Jita triggers, things like that, right? It does cool things, but it doesn't do much just by itself. Dragon Raid Chandler also doesn't do much if you don't have any instant sorceries. Well, I know this deck has a lot of instant sorceries, so you can always trigger the Surveil 1. Fine. But so that like the same also speaks for Xanad's form in Elves. Like Elves plays 20, 30,000 Elves in the decks, right? Like every single one of those is gonna be like, it's gonna have like synergy with the Violet Symbiote, right? So I see like a little bit of perils there. Dragon Raid Chandler is also a little harder to charge to a 3/3, a little harder than Delve of Secrets. I think this guy's way easier to flip immediately and to pressure opponents. The Surveil is a real thing. Surveil is not a joke. Surveil is actually pretty strong, especially in formats where all the cards are so good. So that's why I don't give Dragon Raid Chandler a 5. I give it a 7. Okay, 7 is like definitely above. It's like one of the better cards, I want to say.
J.R. Hayden 26.
Hey, J.R. Hayden, thank you so much for following. How's it going, bud? Widowfox playing Xanad's Form? Not Xanad's Form, was Violet Symbiote, yes. Yeah, I meant the Symbiote, I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant the little freaky insect, you know what I mean. The one that bounces elves. Hey, first time chat. J.R. Hayden, thank you so much for tuning in. If you could only play 4 Delve Secrets or 4 Dragon Channelers in your... What the choice? Ooh. People might still go for... Oh man. They'd probably go for Dragon Raid Chandler. Like, I rate Dragon Raid Chandler as a 7 and Delve of Secrets as a 5. Right? Or like maybe a 6. That's maybe the difference. Also, you can't really power blast this guy. Yeah. Why Gush is banned in Legacy? Well, like imagine if this deck had Gush, then we could probably, you know, just like lock the door and just quit. Sure, yeah, it's not a blue card, so you can't pitch it to force, but again, you rarely pitch creatures to forces anyway, because that means that you probably already have a creature out there. Right, okay. And do we want to rate Steam Vents 1 to 10? Do we really want to? I knew it, dude. I knew it. Someone's gonna go Steam Vents, dude. That's a freaking 10, dude. Let's get this out of here. Maybe they should only ban Steam Vents, you know, and then see how much more Stelma gets. Yeah, maybe this is the problem. Maybe Volcanic Island and Steam Vents is the problem. Like, imagine this deck with only mountains and islands, dude. This deck would probably suck. Because turn 1 Ragavan would mean no days, right? People will probably play a 3, I don't know, like 4 islands and 2 mountains maybe? Where's an Oko? Fetchable land, let's go, dude. Anyway, no, hey, Dungeon Shade, thank you so much for tuning in. How's it going, bud? How's it going? Arigatou gozaimasu. Play lowest pet with hold up days, dude. That's a god move, yeah. One little thing I want to talk to you in the sideboard here is, so all these cards are fairly like normal, I want to say, except this. So if Ragavan gets indeed banned in Legacy in the next few minutes, this card will probably drop as well, right? People will still play Karakas because there's also Uro. But who knows? Maybe Uro's also gonna go. Karakas was usually the out for reanimator decks and sneak and show decks, right? And given that this is also an answer to Ragavan which can't be countered, so good. Gamble, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, imagine Doomsday without dual, dude. I would probably go mono islands, dude. Ooh. What just happened? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Ethan, seriously? All those cards, like all those cards you wish to get unbanned in Legacy? Physical Tutor, Necro, gosh, I would kill for Necro, dude. If this card gets unbanned, then I will delete all my decks except Doomsday. I would just like delete them so that I don't even get a chance to play with them. If Necro indeed gets on, okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it, but like, I love Necro so much. It is my absolute number one favorite enchantment of all time. Also, it looks really cool. And if Gush happens, then Doomsday is tier 0. Oh man, that's a good one. So yeah. So again, as I was saying, like I think Karaka is gonna see less play. And with that being said, here is my personal prediction for tonight. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna also gonna write in chat. I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen to Legacy, and then I'm gonna type in chat what I want. No, wait, no. First, I wanna say what's realistic. Okay, like my realistic thoughts on bans and unbans, and then second, I will. You know what? Actually, that's too complicated. Let's skip that part. Moving on. We're gonna talk about modern later. I'm not a modern expert, but if after the announcement, we can definitely talk a little bit about modern too. I want to take a look at the legacy ban cards. Okay, I want I want to look at this list a little for a little and talk about possible unbans. So we see, I'm gonna go through the whole list. Actually, this is kind of long. We're gonna skip a couple of them, but first of all, we can go. Okay, so the obvious one. Let's just recall Boom, Stay at Home. Arkham's Astrolabe, Never Again. Balance was a terrible mistake. Bazaar of Baghdad would be also horrific. Black Lotus stuff, definitely not. Channel. Yeah, Channel also too powerful. Chaos Orb is that's a pure old school card. Deathright Shaman. No thank you for now. Demonic Consultation is an interesting card. It's also like just crazy powerful. Imagine this in Thassa's Oracle, right? Probably break Legacy entirely. Demonic Tutor also probably pretty hard to unban in Legacy. Dig Through Time, just like way too easy to abuse. Like if people are complaining about Expressive Iteration, then Dig Through Time is probably, you know, it's kind of like the same thing. Arcanist, holy shit, please leave. Earthcraft. So I want to talk a little bit about Earthcraft. This is like, I think in this list, it's the first card that kind of, well, took my attention here. So Earthcraft, I gotta like look this one up real quick. Earthcraft is, I think it's a 2-mana enchantment. Where it can untap things, right? Tap a creature, untap a land. Was that what it does? I wouldn't mind cards that pushes creature heavy decks in general, especially non-blue creature decks, right? Oh, untaps basic only. Like it's even worse. I do like cards that encourage people to play more creature heavy decks. I'm not saying this because I'm a combo player usually. I usually play Storm, Doomsday, those kind of decks, right? And I would not care about Earthcraft, but if people want to slam more Noble Hierarchs or more Elves or Kryn Rangers and things like that, then I'll be totally okay. I'll totally be okay with Earthcraft being a staple in Legacy again. So that's, oh, it's on the reserve list. Okay, well that's a little that's a problem. Yeah, you could probably also like say the same thing about like LED. Like LED is also on the reserve list, but it's legal, right? Yeah. Falling Star, a similar thing as Chaos Orb, I want to say. Fast Bond. So don't think Fast Bond does make it. We already have Exploration, and Fast Bond would be a little too crazy. If Fast Bond gets unbanned, I would probably immediately start brewing an Days Undoing deck with Fast Bond. Would probably a little too much. Flash, nah, I don't think so. I think Sneak and Show and Sneak and Show are like Sneak Attack and Show and Tell are like perfect. Flash, probably a little too powerful. So, Frantic Surge. Another card I think is not worth being on the banned list anymore, right? This card was good back in the day, but also like everything else was crazy weak. So, I understand when people wanted to like, you know, ban it back in the day, but we are past that already, and it's a 3 mana instant. You draw 2, you discard 2. So it is card disadvantage. It requires you to spend 3 mana at the first place. And you're also gonna untap them, but you need to have 3 manas already. So I could see Frantic Surge being a Legacy staple again. It could lead to a lot of interesting games, I think. Like, Frantic Surge is also crazy easy to daze, by the way. Like, this card is hard to resolve. It's a 3 mana blue instant. It's super hard. Like, you can spell pierce it, you can blast it, you can flusterstorm it, you can force and negate it, you can force it, you can also easily daze it, as I already mentioned. You can also curse catcher it. Right? You do a lot of things. Yeah, so how do you guys think about Frantic Surge? I'm curious. Like, this is a card I would like legitimately think that this is not too powerful for Legacy these days, at least. It's good in High Tide, yeah, for sure. But like, it's not a bad thing if you can push High Tide a little bit. I mean, Marcus Evil will be happy. It would be totally fine, right? Like, what's the best thing you can do with Frantic Surge? I don't know, draw 2, discard 2 Uros? Is that the best thing? Blue-Black Reanimator would like it? I completely disagree. I don't think that Reanimator wants to spend 3 mana for a cantrip if they can also play Careful Study and Faithless Looting instead. Like, Faithless Looting is so much cheaper than Frantic Surge, even though Frantic Surge is literally 0 mana, but... Something with Hogak? Again, I don't know. Like, do you really want to, like, cast Frantic Surge on your turn 3? I guess that's okay, but it's not... Like, imagine if your opening hand with Hogak is like Hogak, Vengevine, 2 Root Dwellers, 2 lands, and Frantic Surge. Well, congratulations, you have absolutely no play against turn 3. Right? You need freaking 3 lands, yeah, that's a problem. This card is not... This is a slow magic card. Frantic Surge is a super slow magic card. First time chat, hey! Hero Siang, thank you so much for joining. Maybe Dangerous and Storm? Like, what type of Storm do you think? Like, Ad Nauseam Tendrils? Frantic Surge has to be the worst in Careful Studying Graveyard decks, right? Yeah, it's gotta be, because Graveyard decks are usually as fast, like, built to be as fast as possible, right? Like, they want to combo off on turn 1, 2, or 3, and Frantic Surge is a card you can finally cast on turn 3. And you can't tell me you wanna burn Lotus Petals to cast this Frantic Surge in turn 1. Right? Frantic Surge lets combo decks go off without having the combo. Also, any Storm version will deterministic. How? How is drawing 2, discard 2 deterministic? That's a card disadvantage cantrip. High Tide deserves a chance to dominate, honestly. That's good. Storm Reanimator, I would only be a 1 or 2 off. High Tide, obviously. Oh, Frantic Surge plus Echo of Aeons. That's sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. Sure. Echo of Aeons and Frantic Surge is kind of cute. But again, you can easily disrupt that. You can easily disrupt a 3 mana, draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands. That's like no problem. No problem. So, here is my first candidate for today, okay? My actual first candidate for unbans. Frantic Surge. Okay, that was enough Frantic Surge. Let's first of all let us update the page. Okay, still good, still good. Let's talk about next couple of cards. Gitaxan Pro, pretty happy. I'm unhappy as a Storm and Doomsday player that this card is banned, but this card is just messed up. It's just too easy and games were not fun at all. Goblin Recruiter is, I think this card just takes too much time. Honestly, I don't think this card is particularly strong. I just think that if your opponent takes like 20 minutes figuring out the perfect stack of that deck, I don't know if that's like particularly interesting to watch. Strong with Moxes or Ringleader, dude. Yeah, well, if people want to do Ringleader things, then they can certainly do Ringleader things. Having acquired High Tide recently, I have degree Frantic Search. I would actually be curious to see Recruiter and Snoop combo. That'd be cool. Be fun. Yeah, be fun. And again, there's removal, there is counter, there's stifle, there's a lot of things. You can definitely disrupt Goblin Recruiter as well. So, but I think the issue here is just it takes freaking ages, dude. Like, who wants to do shit like that? Like, imagine if you sit down at a GP, for example, and the opponent goes like, "Hey, I got this 2-drop. Give me 20 minutes. You can grab a snack, right? Or a beer." Ruh. Cheeserinos. Right. Oh man. Chat's never been this active. Love it. I love it, I love it. What else do we have? Gush. Okay, Gush. I'm sorry. Gush too powerful. If Gush gets unbanned, then Doomsday will completely get out of control. Sorry, Gush. I love you so much, but I don't think that Gush. Also, Delver. Oh my gosh, I don't want to even think about Delver and Gush. Let's don't even talk about it.
J Milia.
J Milia, thank you so much for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. We got. Library could be unbanned, but it wouldn't be due to cost reasons. Oh yeah, that would be a freaking disaster. Also, like, I don't know, like, playing a 4-off Library for Alexandria, I don't know if that's a good idea. I gotta set a full Gush, would definitely love that unbanned, dude. Me too. Oh god. Let's go on with Hermit Druid. Hermit Druid.
We got a new phone.
I'm gonna Hermit Druid.
PVDH_magic.
Hey, PVDH Magic, thank you so much for the follow. Paolo, Vitor, Damo. Hey, Magic. Yeah, probably Dredge decks. Gosh, back your Mystic Sanctuary. Ooh, there's the juice. Yeah, that's the juice, dude. Hermit Druid is fine. It's a 2-mana 1/1. It does things when it untaps. It fills your graveyard with lots of garbage. Peter van der Ham, sadly, dude. Close though. Are you his brother? No. Okay, too slow. Sideboard plan for Doomsday as well. Yeah, it's an interesting card. I'd be surprised if Druid is better than Bell's Spy overall. Druid is as good as Oops right now. Druid is not fine. Yeah, so Druid is slow. You have to untap with this guy, right? And again, you can... Where is it? You can gut shot it. But like in all seriousness, if this guy untaps, it's very easy to mess up this card, right? It's super easy to make a deck that can completely exploit Hermit Druid. So I'll be a little careful. I'm not saying this card is overpowered. I'm just saying let's be a little careful with this guy, okay? This is like playing with fire a little bit. I mean, I don't think it goes in any deck, but... okay, next one. Imperial Seal. Well, I'm gonna make a short on Imperial Seal. I think this card is... I would not like to see this card being unbanned because it's just freaking expensive. That's it. That's the only reason. Library of Alexandria, same thing. Way too expensive. Lures of the Dream Den. So this guy, and also Zirda, the Dawnwalker, they can easily be unbanned. No problem. Just unban them already, okay? People wouldn't care as much in Legacy if they could play Lures. You gotta pay 3 mana. That's like an honest price you gotta pay, right? So that's fine. Lures of the Dream Den is my second candidate for unbans. First one is Frantic Surge, second one is Lures of the Dream Den. Ban the companion mechanic. That's an option too. Is that good though? Like imagine if you buy like a booster, like imagine if you don't play a lot of Magic and then you open a booster pack and then you open like, let's say, Lures of the Dream Den, and then someone's gonna go and like, hey, you know, actually this just doesn't work. Ignore the first 5 lines of this card. Kind of weird. Disagree with Lures. Look how strong it is in Modern. It would even better in Legacy. I don't know if it would be better in Legacy because, again, like you need to invest 3 mana. And also, Lures can't be played in Murktide region decks. So, and also it's a black card. I like it when black cards get a little push. Black is probably the weakest color in Legacy right now. Yeah, we're gonna see about Lures. Maybe it is the best to like unban them and then I don't know, like make them cost 4 mana. they already messed it up so many times, man. I'm kind of over with the companions, to be honest with you. Mana Crypt is a completely no-go. Mana Drain way too powerful. Mana Vault also absolutely busted. Memory Jar. Man, Memory Jar is also, man, how good is Memory Jar? How good is Memory Jar, chat? How do you feel about Memory Jar? Is Memory Jar too powerful? Way too good. Oh. Safe unban. Jar is very good. Jar is very good. Jar is especially good with things like Goblin Velder, for example. Maybe. Or Embry. I mean, it costs 5, but it also says win the game. I don't know if it necessarily says you win the game. Jar was, yeah, I remember that. I mean, I was not there, but I was still like baby poo-poo Aka Kai. But, yeah. Trash Jar. Okay, well, no love for Memory Jar. That's fine. That's fine. Memory Jar with also do. Ooh. Mental Misstep. Glad. Interesting. It's like Mental Misstep is like probably the best out to Ragavan Nimblepilferer. It's kind of funny. But I'm pretty happy that Mental Misstep is still in the banned list. Okay. You're still good. Mind Twist. So, Mind Twist is another card I think could be on... Is it okay to unban Mind Twist? If Mind Twist gets unbanned, then people will play... half of Legacy will probably play Dark Rituals. It's probably not okay. Oh man, Mind Twist. Oh, Mind Twist is very difficult. Don't think it is safe. You might have more non-games because people are gonna go, oh, you know, there's my double Dark Ritual, Mind Twist you. Go. And it will lead to a lot of like non-games maybe. It's a little easy. It's Veil of Summer's around, but I don't want people to play Veil of Summer just because of Mind Twist. I want people to play Veil of Summer because it's a solid card, and then it also has applications to Mind Twist. I don't like, this is exactly like Gutshot, right? Gutshot is only being played right now just because of this stupid monkey. And I don't want people to play Veil of Summer just because Mind Twist got unbanned. That's two things, right? Yeah, it's weird to me to be concerned about double Dark Ritual Mind Twist when you can already double Dark Ritual ad nauseum. Sure, the difference though is ad nauseum requires you to build your deck properly, and Mind Twist just doesn't. You can play Mind Twist also like in a, I don't know, like in a random mid-range deck, maybe. Like imagine like two mid-range decks play against each other, and like on turn 4 or 5, one of them accidentally resolves a Mind Twist for X, let's say 3 or 4. I guess 3 is okay, but for like 4 or more might decide the game's outcome. Oh yeah, Ancient Tomb, but they also definitely see more play. Or like Lake of the Dead, like those cards, right? Mono Black Curses with Mind Twist, dude, sign me up. It could be fun, but it's also a little dangerous. There is a lot of fast mana in Legacy, right? If Mind Twist in, let's say, I don't know, in Standard, for example, where you can only make a land drop per turn, Mind Twist is not a problem, but I guess that will still be a problem. But like in formats where you have Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Ancient Tombs, Lake of the Dead, I don't think that Mind Twist is a safe unban. Okay, man. Okay, it is 1 a.m. now. I kind of think it is time. Okay, anyway. Yeah, could someone just ping me when Ben's like, what the fuck? I don't. Can you shoot me a link? Okay, we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we waited. So we got an announcement, January 25th, 2022. Everyone, this is the official band announcement. We got announcement in Standard, Legacy, and Historic. It says Standard, Alrund's Epiphany is banned. This is like a 7 mana time walk, which also gives you 2 birds. That card's crazy powerful. Divide by 0 is also banned. I didn't even know this card existed. That's also cool. And Faceless Heaven. That's a nice little land. Okay. Huh, too powerful, huh? Okay. Legacy, so. Cheers, everyone. We did it, baby. Ah, cheers. Kanpai. Chin chin. Nostravie. Prost, everyone. Prost. We did it, guys. We did it. Where's the guys in the monkey suits you hired? Dude, I had no money to hire anyone. Jetzt machen wir auch ein Bier auf. Klar, mal jeder. Hey, everyone open a freaking beer, dude. I got another one. Can I donate this beer to someone? The person who owns the most Ragavans deserves a Japanese craft beer called Spring Valley. It's also red, so. No ban in Modern, yeah, dude. That's also crazy. But like, didn't people say that Modern was like wasn't a good state? 10 a.m. here, dude. Yeah, but I mean, it's not too early for a beer, isn't it? Oh, cheers. Those standard bans are nonsense, though. How do you think so?
Thanks for your subscription.
Hey, Stencil, thank you so much for the resub. How's it going, dude? How is it going? I have the original copy of Ragavan and it's not tournament legal. Divide by 0 banned, lol. Yeah, it's a little stupid, honestly. Return target spell permanent with mana value 1 or greater to its owner's hand and learn. Kein Bier for fear. Yeah, but I mean that's a rule, but you know, there is a rule above which says rules are there to be broken, right? Free to Ferry now costs 4 in Historic. It's also very funny. Oh, right, yeah. It is just Monkey. Didn't hit Uro. Nope. Didn't hit Expressive Iteration. Didn't hit Murktide Regent. And what's so interesting is that a lot of people on Twitter said that only a monkey ban won't do it. Okay, so that's really interesting to me. Because we can probably let's discuss. Okay, let's go to Legacy is a Delver. This is a Delver as you know it. It's 4 Delver, 4 Dragon Rage Channeler, 4 Ragavan, 4 Murktide, blah 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 blah. How is Delver gonna look like after this ban? What do you guys think? Like, what's gonna be... Yeah, what's gonna be Blue Red Delver post ban? How will it look like? It's bad. So first thing I want to say is probably they want to start cutting those ridiculous gut shots, okay? And they probably also drop Caracas from the sideboard. They might. They might not. We will see. But those 2 gut shots gone. This will be instantly what's it called? Unholy Heat, I think, or some other burn spell. Chain Lightning, what have you, whatever. It's probably Unholy Heat though. Caracas stays, maybe, yeah, because of Uro. Maybe it has to stay. So minus the gut shots, okay? Minus 4 Ragavan Nimble Perfilar. What do we bring in? We still have the Murktide Regent, so we won't see cards like Ethereal Full Ager, right? That card we will probably not see. Other threats they have access to are like Brazenborrower, True Name Nemesis. What else? Is there like anything cool? Sprite Dragon? Maybe. Baby. Thingy the Eyes. It's kind of funny. Does it? Yeah, I mean, it kind of bounces your Murktides too. I don't know if you wanna be playing that. Peasy, good answer. Yep. Young Pyromancer. Very good answer. More Jeskai midrange maybe? That could... Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Price drops now. How much do you think Ragavan's price gonna drop now? Ragavan is still legal in Modern. Don't forget that, right? It's still a mod, and it's played in a lot of decks in Modern. So it will probably drop by, I wanna say, but probably like 10% maybe in price, but not too much. It's not gonna go down like half the price, right? That's not gonna happen. Flash Bring for Mongoose and 2 euro. It might also be, yeah, it might also be just good enough to play like Rock again and not just Blue Red Delver. Maybe like Delver, Uro, Dragon Blade Channeler, Tarmogoyf, maybe. But I still think Murktide Regent is probably like too powerful. Murktide Regent is like so much better than Uro and Delver. Hey, True Andy, thank you so much for the twist and chat. Price drop, look at Random 6. It will drop, it will drop. I'm not a price expert, but like after seeing like how much Ragavan still sees play in Modern. Fuck Ragavan. Sure. I wanted to get at least like a banana for the stream so I could eat it. Oh man. Murktide isn't a golf slot, isn't it? Yeah. Problem is like golf doesn't fly. That's the one big difference. Okay. So I have a couple of questions now. So data we talked about possible unbans. Okay, I want you. Haha, this is a good question. Okay, this is a question for everyone in the chat. What decks would profit from a monkey ban? Just name a couple of decks, archetypes, whatever you want. What kind of decks, which decks profit from this ban? Who are the winners? Who are the winners from the Ragavan Nimble Perfora ban? Meanwhile, I'm gonna open my second beer here. Sorry, no donation today. Spring Valley from Japan. It's one of the first craft beers in Japan. Super tasty. They even brought this like to Germany, and half of the Germans said this tasted better than German beer. So, so good, man. If I ever quit Magic, I'll probably start becoming a beer taster or something like that. Okay, so who are the winners? What decks would profit from a monkey ban? Doomsday, easy. Yep, I totally agree. Doomsday, definitely. Also Storm. Death and Taxes, interesting. What? Oh, why Death and Taxes? Like, isn't Death and Taxes doesn't care about Ragavan, right? Like, if Delver plays more, let's say, True Nemesis and Brazen Borrows, is that like better against Death and Taxes? I don't know if Death and Taxes is necessarily a winner. Rainbow Depths, interesting. And I wanna say like any deck with Duress Thoughtseize. Show and Tell gets better. Oh yeah, for sure. Everything that isn't Delver. Okay, well, yeah, kind of. Legacy, black decks in general. Yeah, I want to say decks with Thoughtseize, Duress, Hymn to Torok if you want those type of cards. Definitely, they all get better. Defense Grid and Duress are by far the biggest winners for us. But interesting that no other cards were even mentioned in the ban announcement. It seems that Ragavan was such a problem they took. We should also probably like. I'm gonna read out the Legacy ban reason. I think every Wasteland deck gets better now, like lands, like any loam deck. Yeah, I totally agree because of the treasure tokens. Combo gets better, control gets better. Generally, discard doesn't boomerang anymore. Treasures gets around Texas a bit. Blood Moon also. Luren. I like that. Painter has been on the rise, I think. Makes it better. I think Blood Moon might increase as a card overall. Monkey kind of killed it. Yeah. Two days of a lame duck format online. Dude, yep. Let me jump into this explanation, okay? So I kind of skipped it. So the Legacy announcement, Legacy, Ragavan, Nimble Perfor is banned, and here is the reason. I'm gonna read it out loud. Again, my English kind of sucks because I'm not a native English speaker. However, let me try my best to not fuck this up. I'm so nervous. Oh, even spilled my beer. Oh, holy shit. Last summer's Modern Horizons 2 release introduced several high-impact cards to the Legacy card pool, and since then we have been watching the metagame develop and listening to community feedback. So basically Twitter. While players' feedback was not anonymous, many have expressed concerns about blue-red Delver decks. I like how they are like about blue-red Delver decks, as if they're like 10 different blue-red Delver decks, which picked up some powerful new options from recent sets. Although recent tournaments, including Eternal Weekend in November, remember guys, didn't like Wizards of the Coast say they will look at this event and then do massive changes afterwards? Maybe. Well, guess what? Took a little while, but we're here now. Have been conclusive in terms of Blue-Red Delver's overall win rate alone. The deck has represented a very large portion of the metagame and posted many top finishes. Magic Online League's data shows Blue-Red Delver at over a 56% non-mirror match win rate. So, I guess stop here real quick. I think Doomsday might have a higher non-mirror match win rate. But, okay, anyway, like who plays Doomsday anyway? Probably only noobs play Doomsday. Okay, and more than twice as many trophies earned as the next highest archetype over the past week. So, okay, well, I guess that's like a legit thing. Right. In addition to the high league win rates and large tournament metagame population, we've heard much discussion in the tendency of games to snowball form of early Ragavan with the Perfor backed up by protection spells like Daze and Force of Will. Everyone knows this, right? Like Ragavan, turn on Ragavan with Daze or Force backup is a freaking nightmare. It's just a nightmare. That's like I can't. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a nightmare. Because of its high power level and efficiency of Legacy card pool, early mana and card advantage can take over a game even more so than in other formats. To weaken Blue-Red Delver decks and encourage more back and forth exchange before a game is effectively decided, Ragavan Pilferer is banned in Legacy. So this is probably the most important line here, right? So they didn't ban Murktide Regent, or they didn't ban Expressive Iteration. They only banned Ragavan because they want to encourage. It says they want to encourage more back and forth exchange before a game is effectively decided. And Ragavan does something Expressive Iteration and Rank Rage Channeler and Murktide blah 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 don't do. Is this guy, this little stinker here, decides the game on turn 1, 2, and 3 already. Like the game's technically over, right? So I like that a lot. We'll be keeping an eye on how the Legacy format continues to evolve in the coming weeks, and are willing to make further adjustments soon if needed. However, we feel this is a lot change, and would like to see how the metagame adapts before considering if other changes are necessary. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm a little. I guess I can't say I'm surprised to not see unbanned, because like unbanning something is, well, it's always it's always like kind of like attached to risks, right? Oh, Saturday challenge is changing. The bans, when are the bans live? The bans are tabletop effective date is today. So it's already, if you have a Friday night Legacy Friday Night Magic tonight, you can your opponent plays Ragavan, just slap him. Magic Online and Magic Arena effective date is January 27th, so that's in 2 days. Yeah, that's in 2 days. That's good. Good old backhand slap, dude. Freaking get out of here. You're officially allowed to take your opponent's Ragavans and just like smash them out of the window. That's the rule, baby. Yeah. You just slap him. You just slap him. Bans effective on the 27th on Magic Online, and today already in paper. So if you're going to a Friday Night Magic, or no, should I say like a Tuesday Night Magic tonight, then well, gotta make some changes, okay? So I quickly want to mention, what does this mean to Doomsday? Many of you know I'm a Doomsday and a Storm, also Storm. Many people know I'm usually known for playing Legacy Doomsday, Legacy Storm. If I've like top 8'd at GP once with Storm, and had a lot of like success with Doomsday, or have been running, having like good results with Doomsday recently. But anyway, so for someone like me who is all about a spell combo, Dark Rituals, Dazes, Doomsday, Infernal Tutors, LEDs, Lotus Petals, that sort of like jam, Thoughtseize. What does this ban mean? I'm gonna be honest with you, for Doomsday players, it's gonna be a little better, okay, but it's not like Doomsday is the new MVP. Okay, if you wanna check out how to beat Stelver, there is a video on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube channel, Sawatarix. You can look it up right there. I made a video, I think it was like a Legacy challenge or so, where I played against Stelver like 4 or 5 times, and I almost defeated them all. It was a crazy run, and that was even back in the day when Ragavan was legal. I gotta say that in not all the games, Ragavan was like always the turn 1 play, but Delver is still an aggressive deck with Wastelands, with Daze, Force Will, Pyroblast, Narsets, blah 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 blah. So it's gonna be still like a challenging game, but at least it removes like the turn 1, hey, I got a monkey, okay, well I guess I only have like 20% to win the game, right? Yeah, okay. So I have the next question that is like, who are the losers? So this is a little obvious. I typed out this question even before I looked at the outcome of this ban. Well, okay, I think this is like rather obvious. There's only one loser in Legacy with this ban, and it's Blue Red Delta. Is there like any other deck which plays for Ragavan? I guess like Jeskai, sure. Like Jeskai's also gone. But let's rephrase my question. Like which decks get a bit worse because of the Ragavan ban? I would definitely say it's probably Death and Taxes. It's probably Death and Taxes because Ragavan was not like Death and Taxes. They have Plows, they have freaking Karakas, they have Solitudes, they have Moms, they have Thalias, yada yada yada. Most of the time you don't even like want to steal a thing, right? Like you just don't care. But if level players now start to play Race Borrowers, that's gonna be a problem, okay? So I would definitely say that it's that other decks which were pretty good against Delver. Probably 8 cost. Interesting. So let's assume that Blue Delver picks up Brazen Borrower, Young Pyromancer, Sprite Dragon, like those cards, right? To accompany Delver, Dragon Rage Channeler, and Smoke Tide Region. Brazen Borrower can bounce Chalice of the Void. Brazen Borrower can bounce a Germ Token on Caldera Complete. You know, like these are like some real issues, right? Boss combo will get better, so Death Taxes on other decks. A bad combo matchup will do worse. Yeah, that's sure, right? If Storm is doing better, if Doomsday does better, and Sneak and Show. I guess, I mean, Sneak and Show is naturally kind of weak to Death Taxes, but first of all, I'm kind of happy that Sneak and Show is back again because Sneak and Show is a good matchup for Doomsday. I like whenever I pick up Doomsday, dude. I would kill for like a league with 5 Sneak and Show opponents. Matchup is really good. Icos might do better, less Karakas, and it has a good fast combo matchup with 8 force effect. It does have a lot of forces, yeah. Like forces and Chalice is something. It's not everything, but it's something. What else? So, like a part of me thinks that thinks that Depths also gets a little worse maybe because it, like, again, only if there's Brazen Borrower, right? Like, but if Delta plays Wastelands and Brazen Borrower and Forces, could be a little dicey. Is Pact of Negation a loser in Doomsday list? Defense Grid? Ooh, this got spells. That better? Yeah, that's a good, excellent question. So this is a little bit like a deep deck building strategy thing already, but like Doomsday. So Doomsday used to play Defense Grid in the past to beat Delver, and we didn't do that because we stopped playing Defense Grid because of Ragavan and like treasure tokens, like easy play 3, no problem. Okay, well, so we abandoned Defense Grid. How do we feel about Defense Grid now against Delver? If Defense Grid resolves, that's really good. That's really good. Have I liked Pact of Negation recently? Yeah, pretty much. I can't say for sure. If Defense Grid is like better now because I really like Pact of Negation. but it definitely might have a home somewhere. I also wanted to test a new Legacy Doomsday deck soon on stream, with like with Flusterstorm's main and 0 discard, but we gotta see about that. We've never had a defense grid plus consider configuration. That's interesting. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely interesting. Yeah, like the number one reason why I didn't like consider is that people could easily disrupt it with anything. But defense grid plus consider is interesting. Yeah, maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's the thing. I would like that. Have you played Jeskai Doomsday? What is Jeskai Doomsday? Is Jeskai Doomsday just Jeskai without Doomsday? Ooh, no. I kind of like defense grid plus consider. That's cool. Yeah, I might like it. Probably already said it, but I think Monkey Band puts a target on Oracle. I don't think so. I don't think so. Plus Oracle is, you know, that's a 2-drop. That's not even a 1-drop. That's a 2-drop. It doesn't create card advantage. It just wins the game, which means infinite card advantage. Hey, the Hackbird. So how much are Legacy streams gonna drop off in views until Thursday? How much are people going to wait watching YouTube content? Well, we gotta see. Yeah, not sure if I want to play a lot of Legacy in the next 2 days. It's gonna be a lot of like weirdo decks going on. People might just like still play Ragavan for the next 2 days. We gotta see. On the other hand, we could maybe stream a deck which is naturally good against Ragavan. Only drawback for Defense Grid is that it gets hit by Prismatic Ending. Oh, no, we're not gonna board in that card against Prismatic Ending decks, I think. And also, like, people are gonna board out Prismatic Endings against Doomsday, like, naturally. So I'm not too concerned about Prismatic Ending, like, at all. Like, do we even see Ancid on stream until then? Ooh. Where? Is Ancid live now? Cool, yeah. Shout out to Anrek. Holy shit, yeah, he's live too. Nice, dude. That's really good. Yeah, but generally, Doomsday can definitely has a little bit of breathing room now to play around with cards like Defense Grid. Consider might be like better. You can also play more discard because there's no stupid monkey which steals your discard. I would definitely not run white spells like Orim's Chant or Silence. I think like I didn't even like them during Ragavan, but like now I think they're a huge mistake. I would completely rely on Force Days, Duress Effects, and maybe Flusterstorms, things like that, and maybe Defense Grid. I'm still a huge fan of Pact of Negation though, but you gotta see. But it's fine against PE decks, just play Grid and Doomsday and you win on the same turn. Oh yeah, easy clap. Oh, what is the Jeskai deck? Give me it. It is... Oh, that's not Jeskai, that's how do you call it? That's Esper. Oh, predict? Sure. Oh, it's like a little bit of like a slowish attempt. Ooh, it's a lot of interesting spells here. 2 Flusterstorm, 2 Orm's Chant. Holy shit. 3 predict, interesting. Man, if you ever get a predict a deep analysis, that's sushi with too much wasabi. I just keep saying it. Kaya, Mentor, interesting deck list. Is the ban is right or not? Wait, what? Is the ban is right or not? I don't understand your question. But the ban is correct. So Ragavan is officially banned from Legacy. No other changes. I'm a little surprised. So I'm a little surprised that Lures didn't get unbanned, for example. I've never claimed to be smart. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I'll be curious. So I think this weekend there is a Legacy Showcase challenge, and I think I gotta check my schedule. I really want to stream that with Doomsday. And I have to think about how I want to build my deck for the new meta game. So what are our predictions? Like, how is Legacy gonna look like? Is there gonna be like more Delver? Okay, first of all, more or less Delver from now? That's like my first question. Like, do you think there's gonna like more people will play Delver now, or do you think less people will play Delver now, or do you think like they just simply don't care, and Delver players, like the number of Delver players are gonna like that number's gonna stay? What do you think? I will also answer in a bit. Oops. So more Delver, less Delver, probably the same probably. Less at first, just because Delver players want to try other stuff now. I think it's gonna go back wherever it's now though. Balance out, people will drop the deck, but others will pick it up. Interesting. Yeah. So one thing about Delver is that the deck is cheaper now. You don't have to spend $400 for a playset of Ragavans, right? That's like one thing. So if you are a paper player, you can instantly drop $400. That's a lot of money. Probably less in the first months. It will go back as I realize it's still the best deck. Okay, and now I want a yes and no question. Do you think that I'll type in yes or no? Do you think Delver's still gonna be the best deck? Yes or no? Delver still the best deck? Is Delver, like, after this ban, after Ragavan Nimble Perforer gets banned, is Legacy is it Delver still dominate Legacy, or will it balance out? What do you think? Or do you think another deck will dominate Legacy that's not Delver? Okay, see. So we got yes, it will okay, so we got a lot of yes. Delver's still the best deck. Yes. No. Janky B first time chat. Thank you so much. Welcome, bud. Easiest yes. Egbert, okay. Oddball says no. Okay. Yes, maybe gray answer. This gap between the next best deck. Okay, so Eternal Casual, like what is the next best deck after Druid Delver? Tell me. The question to everyone, like, what do you guys think? Like, what is the second best deck in Legacy after Delver? After this ban. I like how everyone goes like Doomsday. Banned with Veil of Summer. Ooh, interesting. You know what I think? I think people might play fewer copies of Prismatic Ending. Like, now with 0 Ragavan, you don't have to play 4 plows for Prismatic Endings, I feel. You can maybe play 7 and not 8. Ooh. Oh. Second best deck after Druid Delver is Doomsday. Banned with Veil of Summer, Reanimator, Uro Control, Band Control. Interesting. Yeah, Uro is a strong candidate. Uro is definitely a strong candidate. Lance is also crazy powerful. Yeah, I think some shade of control will be best. Okay, I like that. I like how everyone, like, most of you guys are like on band and not on a combo deck, and that's usually a good sign for Legacy, right? If the best deck or like the second best deck in Legacy is a combo deck, that's usually a little scary, right? Like combo deck, whenever combo decks do well in Legacy, they kind of get banned. So we have to be a little careful here. Lens probably gets worse, right? Does it though? If Blue Delva plays Brazen Borrow, I don't know. I don't know if Land gets worse. Perhaps Buck gets better though. Man, I wish, but I don't think Buck has still like the problem of Murktide Regent, man. Like Buck can't beat Murktide Regent. It just can't. You have to play weird spells to cause in Buck colors to deal with Murktide Regent. I think Elves will be the best by far, but not a lot of players will pick it up. Interesting. Elves. Well, Elves is naturally good against Band or 4-color control. It still struggles against like fast double Delva starts or like Murktide Regents sometimes, backed up with like End of Festivities. But Elves is a potent deck for sure. Elves is probably like Elves has always been tier 1, tier 2-ish in my opinion. Doomblade. How about 8 cast? How does 8 cast profit from like why do you think 8 cast gets better now after this ban? Pretty expensive, I agree. We will see. My honest answer is like if well, I gotta say Doomsday will probably dominate. But there's one thing about Doomsday is that not a lot of people play that. Okay? And that's good. Don't play Doomsday, okay? It's good. It's just good that a few players play Doomsday and they do well. You all get punished. That's all you deserve. End of story. That's good. I legitimately think that Band also gains a huge edge. And the reason why Band gets pushed now is because they don't have to do weird keeps. Like previously, if Band control had a hand, let's say 3 lands, Civil Library, Uro, Force of Negation on the draw against a Ragavan deck, I could see people who mulligan this hand because it doesn't deal with a Ragavan until turn 3 or 4, right? It's like why Dredge would never beat the best deck. Dredge is kind of dead because of endurance, right? Oh, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing in Legacy. I think there's gonna be some shakeups, and people will definitely try out a couple of different decks. But ultimately, Blue Delva might still be. It's 100% gonna be tier 1. It will stay as tier 1, and it might even be the most played deck. Like Murktide Regent and Expressive Iterations are crazy powerful, and they can still outgrind Band. So why not Julian as guest? Oh man, next time, yeah, I'll definitely do it. It isn't well positioned. Was for a bit, even with endurance, but it got knocked out so easily right now. Oh yeah, is there like any other card that endurance that really pushed out Dredge? I asked Dukes on Twitch if he wants to like do a dual stream But it is currently like past 2 a.m. It's also like, yeah, it's also like 1:40 a.m. in Tokyo. Weird time to stream, but I love it. I think Ragavan was Dreadhorde Arcanist 2.0 was egregious with the EU custom cantrip format. I don't want to say it was a Dreadhorde Arcanist 2.0. I want to say it was Dreadhorde Arcanist in better almost. People have more leyline surgical etc. now for reanimators with hurt stretch too. Yeah, Dredge has not aged well. And you will never see endurance be banned in Legacy. Endurance is just way too fair. So, and also like I'm honestly pretty happy that endurance exists because otherwise Doomsday would be too powerful. Yeah, so, and I talked to a couple of like strong Delver players, like Kyo Aggro, for example. I talked to, I was like, hey, dude, man, like, what if, like, what do you think? Like, what's gonna happen to Delver players, like, if Ragavan gets banned, right? And he was like, pretty honestly, not much. They're gonna kick out Gutshots and Ragavan from the deck. Maybe cut the second Karakas if they play 2. And they're gonna replace them with young Pyromancer, Sprite Dragon, Unholy Heats, True Nemesis, Brazen Borrower. That's it. Clean and crisp, clean answer. I kind of like Brazen Borrower, especially because it also bounces endurance in combat. That's very good. Like the better the threats are, the better Brazen Borrower becomes. The needs to connect but haste dash trade-off was interesting. I think we both play the same role, Delva. Oh yeah, totally. Oh man, first time chat. Harry Seldon 93, thank you so much for tuning in, man. How's it going? Delva will be great as always. We'll just hard lose again. Was the control, I guess. I don't know necessarily if Delva will be an underdog in the matchup because again they play quad Milklet Regent and quad expressive iterations, and they can also play Narsets or what's it called, Code of Cunning. Like they got tools, right? They got stuff to do. They just like all they lose is basically that ridiculous turn 1 play, that ridiculous turn 1 like monkey that leads to non-games, but oh man, I finished my 2 BS. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna quickly hit the restroom here. Sawatarix.com. The new homepage is up. 新しいホームページが完成しました。It's the place where you can submit your personal MTG alteration requests. 拡張ご依頼の窓口になっております。You can also check out my art. I usually do acrylic paintings. アートギャラリーもやってますので、ぜひ見てみてください。I stream Magic about like 2-3 times per week. And if you want me to play your deck on my stream, then let's fucking go. And have I even mentioned that I do coaching too? Well, there's like so much more to it, so please check out my brand new homepage, sawatarix.com. ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。Thank you so much, boy. Cool face. Cool face. It's just expressive iteration is good for Delva, and the section with DRC is very good, but still Delva starts to become unfavored the longer the game goes. This control goes, yeah. Like, let me rephrase this maybe. Like, I think control now can keep more hands against Delva. Like, they don't have to immediately have an answer to their turn 1 threat, you know? Like, if Delve of Secret survives against band control, like, whatever, for a couple of turns. Dragonway Chandler, like, same thing, you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? I think it's a good ban. I was honestly looking for a little more, but I think this is good. This is good. Seriously, I seriously appreciate everyone who is involved in this whole like decision making. You know, to look at Legacy and you know look at the community, look at those decks, look at what's going on, and make some decisions. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I think with that being said, I think I'm gonna close out the stream in a bit, and probably also like you know raid Anrak in a bit. It's almost 2 a.m. I have to go to bed soon, so thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. So if you wanna check out my stuff, it is Sawatarix on basically all social media. And if you want to get your cards altered or sketched or whatever, it's sawatarix.com. It's literally my name.com. Check it out. I also paint art. I do card alterations. I stream, and also do donation deck lists and so on and so forth. And it was a pleasure, man, talking to you guys about Legacy, and like because ultimately, as a streamer, as a Legacy fan, to other Legacy fans, you know, it is our job as streamers to keep the entertainment going, basically, right? And entertainment is at its peak when the game is fun. So yeah, thank you so much, man, for tuning in. Honestly, everyone, every single person here, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. So cool. Ah, man, it was a good idea to tune in. Okay. Let me see if we can raid on Anrak. So yeah, everyone have a good night, have a good morning, have a good whatever your time zone is. A beautiful day. I'm so stoked to play Legacy soon again, and I will catch you up in a bit. Sawatarix.com. The new homepage is up. 新しいホームページが完成しました. It's the place where you can submit your personal MTG alteration requests. 拡張ご依頼の窓口になっております。You can also check out my art. I usually do acrylic paintings. アートギャラリーもやってますので、ぜひ見てみてください。I stream Magic about like 2-3 times per week. And if you want me to play your deck on my stream, then let's fucking go. And have I even mentioned that I do coaching too? Well, there's like so much more to it, so please check out my brand new homepage, sawatarix.com. ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。Thank you so much, boy.